Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com. We get tons of emails from people all over the world wanting us to uncover and verify their online lover. But it was uncommon for us to get 2 emails about the same man. The first message was from a woman named Selena living in Louisiana. The second was from a woman named Marsha from Texas. Both of these women were suspicious that they had been scammed. We started to read through the emails. The man that had scammed Marsha said he was an engineer in Antarctica and he claimed his name was Frank Sam. The man that had scammed Selena also said he was an engineer, but he was based out of Canada. He claimed his name was James Henderson. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
My name is Selena. I have been getting texts with somebody online, handsome guy, and he tell me what I need to hear. And he say, "Hello, beautiful." I reply him, and he reply me very quick. And he continue text me, and I start liking the stuff he texting me,
And then from day one, he's like, not only he's in love with me, but he's telling me that I'm going to be the mother of his kids, and that he's going to marry me.
His name is James Henderson.
What attracted me to this guy was that basically I was bored. I just saw his profile online, and he sends me a really handsome picture.
I had divorced in 2010, and I decided to be lonely because I didn't find the right man to be with. After I started texting to him, I got an interest about, and I stay texting to him because I really like it. I get interest to be with somebody.
Actually, yeah, he's like a poet when it comes to a romance thing. The only problem is he always ends up with the same thing, the money, and that I never asked to have a wife. I had to be a wife and mother. Maybe I should, but I never asked it. He just assumed I was going to be one. So.
Was very gentle, very sweet, very lovely man. He say he's Germany, and he say he live in Denver, Colorado. I really like the man. When he sent me the picture, I really like him. He looks very attractive man, very handsome man. I was getting like crazy about.
I actually did send him money. I'm not even rich, and I'm certainly kind of pretty much jaded when it comes to this romance stuff, but he's like trying his little heart out.
He asked me for $150 to buy Bitcoins. He find out that in investment was very good to make more money, and we can go get and put $2,000 in.
He was asking me for money. He asked me for Steam cards, and when he found out that wasn't working, he started asking only for his kids. Every time I was in contact with them, they wanted a Steam card.
I asking him if he can call me video call, and he say he don't like video call. And I asked him to call me with his voice, and I start hearing his voice, and I said, "Oh, your voice doesn't match with your picture."
What happened is that every time I contacted him, he was asking for money, and he was telling me how $20 wasn't enough.
"Oh, my beautiful girl, I really want to send you a dinner and flowers tonight. Can I have your address?"
And the only problem with that is that he was still asking me for Steam cards, and he was still, pretending I was going to be the mother of his kids, and he never even met me.
Well, I decided to contact you, Catfish, because I'd like to, this man or the picture man knows somebody's using his picture. And also I'd like if you can locate this guy who is texting me, because I really would like to see if he's real, because I like the way he is.
I'm looking at the social catfish because, number one, I feel guilty. I was kind of mean to that guy. He was trying so hard.
After that, I can't be sending money to nobody.
After reviewing these videos, our team immediately got to work. We did a simple reverse image search on our site, socialcatfish.com, to find the real man in the photos. His name is Baron Vaughn. We ran across his Instagram page that had most of the photos that were sent to Selena and Marsha. On his Instagram page, he states that he has fake profiles out there and this is his only real one. The page has 44,000 followers and it features Barron traveling the world. Our search specialist Lenny was shocked about the amount of fake profiles that Barron had all over the internet. We reached out to Barron, but unfortunately, he never responded. We see this a lot with people who get their photos frequently stolen. We started to snoop around on Barron's profile, and we looked at his tags. Almost every person that had tagged him was oddly a Nigerian man. We reached out to Marsha and Selena and paired them together for one last interview. We wanted to let them know what we had found. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get back into it.
How are you doing?
Good, thanks.
Nice to see you. I want to introduce you to each other. Marsha, this is Delphina. And Delphina, this is Marsha. You're probably wondering, why do I have both of you here? Is that right? I have both of you here because we went through both of your cases, and you have a commonality between you that we want to discuss today because it really does help people understand. And you guys have advocated. We commend you for coming forward. There's a really good point here. Both of you were scammed. Marsha, you were talking to someone who said he was Frank Sam. The man you were talking to was going by James Henderson.
Henderson.
Right. Both of these profiles and both of these men were using the same photo.
Oh.
So the face in your photos are being used in scams. They were stolen, and it's not the man that you were talking to, either of you. I want to tell you a little bit about the man in the photos. His name is Baron von Val-Yomis. He is an entrepreneur in Spain.
Yeah.
Once we found his photo, we searched him by name, and it was unbelievable that everything that we wanted to find out about him, we could not find because all of the searches, or near all of them, led to this man is being used in romance scammers, be careful. When I search Instagram by his name, there are 50 to 100 names. He is the #1 photo that is used in scams in the country of France. France has the most complaints about his photo being used in scams, which was interesting to me. When we go on Instagram, he has family, he loves food, he's a normal person, and that's how a normal profile behaves. He is a victim, and he's targeted because he's very good looking. He's a very nice person also. Most of his photos are of himself. And a scammer simply has to go there, take a screenshot of those photos, and say, this is me.
I thought maybe he worked for scammers because he always take the normal pictures, because I sent you a picture when the James Henderson sent me a picture laying down in a pillow, and he said, here I am texting to you.
Right. And Marsha, you got one of him in the shower.
Yeah.
Jay Henderson take a picture like from here without clothes, from here to here, and he say, "Hey baby, I just take this picture when I took a shower. I save it for you, this picture."
It's a good example how scammers will use these photos in any way that they please. They work them into the stories that they are creating. One of the things that I found also, I was a little surprised, but on the other hand not. I found his photos actually being called CEOs of other companies, and those websites turned out to be fake. So he's not only being stolen for romance scams, he's also being used on fake websites, showing him to be the CEO, which probably a lot of these websites are connected to scamming, because we know that there's all kinds of facets that they use, and one of them is a fake website.
And did you lose money? What is her name? I'm sorry.
My name is Marsha. I gave him $60, and after a while, he kept pretending I didn't understand and all that. I'm like, you don't understand. I'm not sending you anymore.
Oh.
There's 3 or 4 reasons why people scam, why scammers scam. One is for money, or they want data, or they want information, or they want to use you in some other way. So a lot of times I get women or men that come to me and they say, I didn't give him any money. Well, did you let him use your bank account? Yes. There's lots of ways that people can be scammed. People out there that are viewing have not been scammed yet. It's because someone hasn't figured out what scam it is that is going to be effective for you. One of the things with Bitcoin is that it is not a regulated currency. When you go into a bank and your bank account is accepting and receiving large amounts of money, the banks are regulated by law. They don't like fraud. They will shut it down. It's a suspicious activity account. But Bitcoin, the money goes into a wallet. It could go into anyone. And one of the things the scammers do is they get your trust and then they go, oh, you don't know how to use Bitcoin? I will show you. And that is one of the ways that they get regular people who would never ever think of doing this on their own fall into this trap. Are you both still gonna date online?
I want to date, I'm kind of like, I like to call myself a Scrooge of Valentine's Day. But a lot of times, I get bored and I look at it, and before COVID, I was everybody saying, why don't you go out and date? Why don't you go out and date? So I get curious, but no, I'm not gonna, nothing serious. I tried silver singles, of course. I ended that. If I do anything, it'll be a free one. I've tried a little speed dating just out of curiosity, but I'm not too into it.
Mm-hmm.
To me, somebody else have been writing me by Facebook, and I answer. But the first thing I asking, can we have a video chat? And they say, oh, I don't feel comfortable because if I don't know you, I don't feel comfortable in video chat. And I say, okay, goodbye. I am aware of scammers.
A lot of time a scammer will say, my phone's broken. No, I can't do it. Or I'm overseas, I have bad reception. Or it's not allowed. A lot of time military scammers will say, it's not allowed. All of those are lies. Everybody in the whole wide world, even if you're on Facebook, Delphina, there's a little icon for a camera. If you're on WhatsApp, there's a little icon for a camera. So there's many ways that people can video chat. And if you think about it, if someone wants to meet someone, they go online to meet someone. So why would they not encourage to see each other face to face? If you don't engage with them, they can't talk back to you again. Block. Don't engage if you have somebody reaching out. The common line is, you are so beautiful, I just had to reach out. Contact me on blah, blah, blah. Contact me on WhatsApp. This is my number. Those are scammers.
Well, your company came up with a good saying that said that if you engage with them, you're just encouraging them to get better. So
Yes, they do get better. They learn from their mistakes, and they change it. And they get farther and farther. Well, I just want to thank you ladies so much for participating. It takes a lot of courage, but one thing that I feel like I'm showing with you two is you're very smart. You have gone the distance trying to figure these things out, and that's what people need to know. Be trusting, but verify.
Yeah.
Right.
And don't ask for it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching another episode of Scamfish presented by SocialCatfish.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.
Scams come in so many different forms. If you have been a victim of any of the scams below, please email us at sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. We'll get to the bottom of it with help from our Social Catfish team. By sharing your story with our YouTube audience, we can educate, spread awareness, and maybe someday we can put an end to these scams.